Hey everyone, Isaac Alexander here, and today I'm going to show you how I lit up my Halloween display and how you can light up yours as well to make it really stand out. In this video, you'll see all the materials I used, the specific lights I chose, and exactly how I positioned them in order to create that eerie, spooky atmosphere that is Halloween Town. Whether it's the glowing pumpkin patch, the skeleton on the roof, or the perfect lighting for the graveyard, I'll walk you through how to take your display to the next level. So let's get started on this amazing Halloween lighting tutorial. To begin, we got on the garage roof to show you how to light up your groundbreaker. Remember, if you want to attach your groundbreaker to your roof, I made a tutorial. The link should be on the upper right or in the description of this video. There's no roof damage, there's no nails or screws into the roof. It's completely safe and it's lasted through storms. So check out that tutorial to how to attach your groundbreaker. So for the lights, we're using LED panels. I attached it with a screw and a zip tie right there, and this one as well. If you put it close like I did, it looks like the light is coming from the inside of the roof, which gives it that appearance that it's breaking out. So these waterproof LED panels are amazing. Everything I use on this channel will of course be linked in the description below. And this is what it looks like at night with the lights lit up. So I have over 60 hand-carved jack-o'-lanterns here and several store-bought ones, but the trick to light them all up is to use LED string lights. Look at this. We do a hole on the bottom, and right here we have these LED string lights that go on a deck or pergola. You put it in through the bottom, and just like that, I put 2 in this one for more light. You're ready to go. Look how simple that is, right over here. Put it back in the hole, and you leave it just like that. So I never put any stakes on mine. Sometimes they'll topple over, but if you don't want your jack-o'-lanterns to topple over, I'm using this pipe strap right here with 2 screws, and you can put a PVC or a piece of rebar into the ground, and it'll hold it up just like that. And look how the jack-o'-lanterns look. All of these jack-o'-lanterns are simply powered by 2 string lights, which makes it super easy and super simple instead of doing battery, candles, or LED lights that need to have their batteries changed. And I have over 60 jack-o'-lanterns that are using the same thing. So absolutely love this method. If using LED string lights is too many lights for you, I also have these single LED connectors right here that you just put on the inside of any store-bought or carved out pumpkin, and then we connect it to an extension cord. These are very bright, so I'll add those in the description as well. So if you have a lot of items that need individual spotlights, like this section over here, then I did something completely different this year. These spotlights are low voltage landscape lighting, and they are all attached to the same low voltage wire. Doing this method allows me to put 10, 15 low voltage landscape lighting that come in multicolor and solid white on specific sections of my display. It saves me so much time and hassle because I don't have to use any extension cords. You do need a transformer box. So let me show you how I do it. I'm gonna link everything below, but let me show you how I do this method. All right, so here's our low voltage landscape lighting. This is a spotlight. They don't come with plugs. So you need to get this quick connector right here. This one is such a godsend. It is super simple. So you open these 2 tabs here like this, open them, and then you put the wires inside. Push it in like that, clip it, push it inside over here, and then clip it. And bam, it's connected. So now there's 2 teeth right in there. Not sure if you can see. There's 2 silver teeth right in there. That goes inside of the wire, and we're gonna clamp it down like this. Then we connect the actual low voltage wire to a transformer and we plug it in. It has a timer. These come in multicolor. I absolutely love them because at the end of the season, you just pull them out, and unplug them, and you can store them. All right, so here's our wire, here's our quick connect, and all we're doing is putting it upright inside there so that both teeth go inside of it, just like this. And then bam, push down, and that's it. It's connected. You put your spotlight, and the ones that are multicolored come with a remote, so you can change it to over a dozen colors, and I love that because they are individually changed. It's just so good. They are a little bit on the pricey end, but I use mine year after year after year, and this method is just so much easier. And this area is where we used the low voltage wire and low voltage landscape lighting, and we have different colors. We have soft white, warm white, and green, and it just tells a story because of the difference in color, the dimension, the depth. This is awesome. And that's why I say go for the landscape wire, the transformer box, because it'll save you so much time and energy trying to get extension cords or anything out here, because we have about 12 different lights all on the same line. For my spider webs and large areas, I like using purple light, so I have several LED spotlights. This is a spike light socket with an LED floodlight bulb, and I have 5 of them pointed at these webs over here. These are rated for outdoor use, they're LED, they come in about 6 or 8 colors, and I absolutely love them. I have about 20 of these throughout my display. If you have big items that you want to highlight, such as these pumpkins, skeletons, the tall skeletons in the back, or even the massive scarecrow, I'm using LED single spotlights, and these spotlights are pointed upwards so that they stand out. It's essential that big items or things you want people to focus on get an individual light. The scarecrow actually has a LED light that changes color. So right now it's on a purple setting, but it comes with over a dozen colors, and you can do the same thing to anything else. Everything I use, of course, is linked in the description below. For my Halloween trees, I'm using these 300 count LED Halloween lights that come in orange and purple lights. I think it's very simple and very beautiful. They come with so many different settings, and I just wrapped these trees that I did. And of course, these trees and their tutorial is located on my YouTube channel. Again, if you want something to be a focal point, use some spotlights on it. Right here I have RGB LED spotlights. I have 2 of them. And the cool thing about RGB lights is that they come with so many different colors. So these right here, I have them at a violet setting, and it just gives it a nice spooky glow. Something essential about any display is ensuring you have multicolored areas. This platform that I have here has a total of 3 different colors. We have a red spotlight with some branches up there. We have a changing spotlight right in the middle where the animatronic skeleton is. Then we have a red spotlight here and a purple spotlight right there. So it gives you a different color dimension that is really spooky, that is really eerie. And again, these are RGB spotlights, and there's only 4 of them, but they give off so much light. So for the skeleton's escaping area, we have 2 different types of LED lights. We have small RGB spotlights, and then we have 2 LED panels. Of course, all of these can change different colors, but I use the LED panel on the left and then one in the middle, and then the smaller spotlights in between, so that it just covers this area with this brilliant green. I think it's amazing. My fake stone entrance has 2 spotlights. They're LED spotlights right there at the base. So if you have any store-bought jack-o'-lanterns like this one here from Home Depot, you'll know that they come with low light and you have to change the batteries. So what I did with any jack-o'-lantern that's store-bought, I removed the batteries, removed the lights, and instead I got a socket plug and I got an LED flame effect bulb and simply put it on the inside, and you plug it in and you have this amazing looking jack-o'-lantern. It works on any store-bought jack-o'-lantern that's hollow, and it just gives it such an amazing glow. For large singular props, such as my 8-foot statue over here, I like putting a green and white or a blue and white light on it. We have this floodlight right here that is pointing over here to give a green hue. And then we have a singular spotlight on the right hand side that washes this with warm white and green tones. So it's perfect for tall statues or anything in your cemetery. For the pathway, I have these LED Halloween lights over here that come in 300 lights. I put one on the left and one on the right. It's great for marking off areas or places you don't want people to go to. I think it looks much better and much more visible than using tape or other obstacles to prevent people from going into an area you don't want them to go. Now look at this graveyard. Look how it looks with the green. I love putting something like green on graveyards with purple in the back so that it's a nice contrast. So I have several spotlights on it right here in the front on the right hand side, and then in the back I have a color changing RGB spotlight so it can bring the eye towards something really big, which is my giant spider that I made. So I have it at these multicolor settings. I think it looks really nice, but look at this. It's really important to stagger it. We have a spotlight on the left, right here in the front, we have some in the middle. All are hidden by the actual tombstone, but it gives you this awesome dimension. Look at that. Super simple to do. If you have anything that is white, trust me, you want to put a black light on it. Black light makes it shine even more. This one gives it a blue hue. You can't even see how brilliant it looks in real life because the camera isn't doing it justice. But I have a black light just pointing at it right there, and it looks awesome. Also, for the sign, I painted it with phosphorescent green paint, and I attached a black light as well, and you can see it for blocks around. Just look at that sign. I cut this sign out myself from insulation foam board and attached it to a flagpole right there. Put the flagpole in the ground and reinforced it with wire, and then I put my fake spider web on the wire so you can't see it. But look how amazing it looks. So here's the giant Halloween Town pumpkin that I carved, and if you have any pumpkin and you want it to shine and stand out, your color choice needs to be purple or violet. We have two purple floodlights right over here using spike light sockets and our LED floodlight bulb shining right at it. It makes the yellow pop and it makes the orange glow. So this one looks amazing from the street using color purple or violet lights. I just love it so much. For the house, I am using several RGB spotlights in the corners. So if you have a house that has a bunch of corners, put it on the corners. I have green, and then I have some accent purple lights that are hitting the house to give it a nice hue. So we attach these to the siding, and I use some siding hooks, some zip ties, something simple like that. Point them upward, and then you can also change them to whatever color you want. So here's another example of statues in my graveyard that have two tones of light. We have the singular spotlight on my Santa Muerte statue, on the Forever Embrace statue right there, and on my Forever Flame statue there. They have LED warm white spotlights, but because we have green, it gives it a nice green and spooky hue. So I love mixing green and warm whites to light up statues. So to power everything, I'm using timers. These are dusk to dawn timers, and I'm only using 5 of them. I have so many lights, so many plugs, but since everything is LED, we're using these timers over here. It has settings of 2, 4, 6, and 8 hours. It also has dusk till dawn setting, so I keep mine on for 6 hours as soon as the sun goes down. You plug in the extension cords to this, and then of course you have extension cords and splitters that are all connected together, but I never have any problem, and I only have 5 timers strategically placed throughout the yard. So I use a lot of extension cords here, and I work around so I get more usage for my extension cords is to use these splitters. I have 3-way and 4-way splitters, and they are a godsend. I will connect it to my extension cord, and now it gives me places for 4 more. And then you put your extension cords and you put more on that end, it gives you more extension cords. But this only works if you're using LED lights. If you're using incandescent or you're drawing a lot of power, that puts you at risk, so don't do it. I only use LED lights. I never overload my outlets or circuits, so there's never a fire hazard, but definitely use these if you want more bang for your buck. I wanted to take a moment to share with you all the newest children's book I've written. It's called Oliver and the Lost Flame, and it's a Halloween story based on a young pumpkin named Oliver and his quest to save his town after their enchanted flame was snuffed out, leaving the town of Pumpkin Patch in disarray and afraid. This book is rated for children 3 to 10 years old, and it's available on Amazon via paperback. The book is also available internationally and has been printed in English, Spanish, and French. So if anyone wants to support me or read it to their kiddos, go check it out.